Hi, this is Sandy McManus with needsaribbon.com, and I am here to show you another card as part of my coffee break series. And my coffee break series is where in 15 minutes or less during the time it takes to have your coffee break, I will show you how to make a card or other project. Today I'm going to be showing you this card, which is a fun fold card. And it uses Rococo Rose ink, a few punches, and primarily focusing on the Hearts and Kisses stamp set and punch that coordinates. Let's get started. Now, like all my coffee break videos, I have pre-cut and pre-scored stuff where necessary, unless I feel it's something that is of value to show you how to do something, and instructions will be at the end of the video. So, like this fun fold, I will show you the exact measurements. But one tip I wanted to show you today. So, the coordinating punch for the stamp set punches out the lips and the heart. And you can just mount one and do one, but why not do both? Get both. Here is how you make sure it lines up correctly. Mine's been mounted for months, but what you do, first thing you do is you open your punch and you drop a piece of cardstock in and punch it out. Drop your paper all the way to the bottom, punch it out. That way you have how it's going to line up. Then take that and use that to position your stamps on the block. That is how you get when you have a stamped image that matches a punch. Every time. Works like magic. I recommend saving this inside the stamp set. So let's get started. So for this one, speaking of punching and stamping, I need to stamp out my lips in Rococo Rose. And make sure I move it over far enough. And I will get a bonus heart that I could use somewhere on this project or save it for another project. And I do not need this ink pad for anything else with this project. It looks like I need to do some cleanup on it too. And we'll set that aside to be cleaned. And now we're going to take, and you see how that lines up perfectly every time. Just like that. Now I'm done with this punch. We can set this stuff aside. And we need to stamp out, we need to stamp that. So here is my card liner. And happy Valentines Day. Now, you certainly could use whatever you want. And just, maybe you just love the layout. Maybe you love the paper. Maybe you love the colors. Whatever you find that you love, by all means, knock yourself out with this project. So, ink out. And I centered it in the middle. And I'm not quite done stamping. Well, let's set that aside to dry. And then I have one, but for the sake of the video, we will Sealed with a Kiss. We will stamp that also. Nope, I grabbed the wrong one. I really did. Okay, that is fine. No harm, no foul. It might work too. So Sealed with a Kiss. I'm going to mount it a little farther down my block since I have such a big block. And the reason being is I'm going to chop off part of the words on here, because it does not fit my project. So and now we are done stamping. And while that is drying, let's start assembling our card. I forgot a bone folder. I have been doing that a lot lately. Sorry about the noise. That is me searching in my mighty toolbox for a bone folder. Oh my gosh. I know there's one in here. I know there is. I know there is. It was there yesterday. It'll be there tomorrow. Okay. Well, fake it till you make it. So, because I want to burnish these first. And this is not the first time that I've used whatever I have on hand. See, that got it nice and flat. And again, stay till the end. Measurements will be posted there. So we're going to go ahead and this is the card. We're going to go ahead and assemble the liner on. This is what I would call the base. Okay? So we're going to do that, and I'm going to go ahead and put our little extra heart right here because we have it. Why not? Maybe I'll put it up here this time. Okay. Next up, we need to, oh, I already flipped out. Okay, that's okay. No harm, no foul. We all make mistakes because I'm filming this way after I made this card, which was months ago at this point. I have forgotten some simple instructions. Both ways would have worked. But if you look, so what I did on this to hide it, I could have attached it to the back, but I actually attached it in here. So just a minor little oops. Not, it's going to make my sample look kind of wonky, but again, not a deal breaker. We all make mistakes. It's homemade. I just want to make sure you understand that there are two ways to assemble that. See? I just like wanted to hide that piece, okay? And now we add, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so for this one, we will not have DSP on this side, but you can see you could attach, the instructions will include both. Wow, that is a big mistake, Sandra. See, everyone makes mistakes. So I'm going to go ahead and this has had a chance to dry because Memento ink takes a bit to dry. And I'm going to go ahead and line that up. And you see how I'm going to just chop off that kiss part? Really don't need it. And this is using the accent punch. So next up, we're going to assemble our label. I layered white, black, and Rococo Rose. And it's sad that Rococo Rose is retiring, but it is one of our in colors, and those do rotate every 2 years. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to assemble this already to our little flap. And it looks like I put that paper on upside down. Well, nope, actually not. Maybe, maybe not. Oh my goodness. Mistakes, do as I say, not as I do. Okay, so that, and we have that. And I want to pop that up with a dimensional or two. Our card is almost done. There, and we don't need that one. That being, the glue's done. So the last thing we really need to do for our card is attach this beautiful Rococo Rose and gold ribbon. I have well loved this ribbon. It's beautiful. It ties beautifully because it's kind of got that gold mesh in it and metallic filament, and it just ties so beautifully. And I'm not doing a bow on this because the card is already tall enough. Remember, it has to be less than 1/4 inch to do first class mail in the US. Don't know about other country rules. We're done with the scissors. Done with that. We're done, except for I am missing a piece of designer series paper on this, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. You get to see what my intent was anyway. Or maybe you like it without that. It does really bring that out more, doesn't it, without that paper. Anyway, so this is our project today, a fun fold, kind of a double flap fun fold card, or whatever you want to call it. And I hope you find this layout useful and that you had fun during your coffee break. Remember to find me at www.needsaribbon.com. My name is Sandy. I wish you well, and stay tuned for the measurements and instructions.